Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of the Com2us USA Invitational. My name is Evan, and with me again, it's Stoic. What's up, Stoic?
What's going on, Evan? How we doing, man? It is day 2. I'm sorry, I was about to say day 1. Day 2 of the Invitational. We had incredible matches yesterday. We are back with 4 familiar faces, but 4 new matches to get through.
Yeah, dang Skippy, dude. Hello, chat. We've got a great bracket for you today because we got the latter half of what we started covering yesterday during day 1. So today we got the right side of the bracket. We got 3 more games leading up through the semifinals to find our second finalist, and we're also covering the grand finals today. Just like last time, best of 5 the whole way through. You know, good old SWC mode as well. So pre-bans are in effect. And then, like I said just a second ago, we are going to be doing the finals today as well. All these players are fighting for a slice of a $2,750 prize pool. First place takes home $1,000. Second, $750. Third and fourth both get $500. It was a really exciting show yesterday. We had some great matches. We saw Topa V advance to the semifinals first, and then Subzero, the defending champion, went forward and became the first finalist. Now today, we've got Thompson versus Solarizardx. We got Videokilled in Monagua. This is going to be a really fun one, Stoic.
It really is. We've got 4 people, different parts of the world, all different types of personalities as streamers as well, and casters, of course. Thompson being our U.S. representative on this side. Sola from our Spanish-speaking in Managua, Brazil. And then we have Videokilled. Videokilled is French.
EU. Yeah, exactly. We had Say yesterday. So we're representing so many regions with this tournament. And like Stoic pointed out too, it's all casters. So if you've watched SWC before and you've heard their voices, but you've never gotten to see them play in a tournament setting, at least one not so themed as this one. This is the most themed caster invitational ever. So it's been super fun to see these guys throw down, and I have to say, Stoic, I'm impressed.
Dude, I'm impressed as well. It's so fun to see them. They all are competitive players, but it's so cool that they went caster. They're coming back here to dabble in a little bit of competitive play once again. It's cool to see. Yeah,
dude. And I'm curious to see if, like, some of the gameplay styles that we saw yesterday are going to make a return. You know, so what would you say were like the MVP monsters of yesterday, Stoic?
Not Wada Gandalf. How's that? not him. I don't want to see him come. You know what? Let it come back because of how problematic it's been. I think it's great to showcase ways to handle and approach a unit like that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, there's no better master of handling difficult monster situations than Thompson. He's a trailblazer. He's an America's Cup champion. He's a world finalist, and he's a caster. Thompson is here today, and he's going to be in our first match right here. He's a great player, Stoic. I mean, we talk about him all the time. There he is. Oh, he's got a partner with him for the tournament today. Oh, my God.
Thompson brought his coach. Interesting. Okay.
That's his coach.
That's a big
business.
take. I love it.
You can tell they're really getting down to brass tacks right before they throw down here in a second. And his opponent is Sola.
Yep, Solarizardx, man. Solarizardx goes way, way back to Epic Fail days. I don't know if you guys remember Epic Fail Alpha, but Solarizardx, I believe, was the guild leader at a time, or for a very long period of time there. He's got a lot of competitive play back there, especially when it came to like Siege and Guild Wars. Epic Fail Alpha being one of those top guilds way back in the day, but he's here to throw down, you know, among these other players and casters as well. I'm sure Sola is going to do what he can going up against someone like Thompson here.
I love the quote too. Don't poke the Tian Lang. Don't poke the bear. You don't want to mess with the smoke. You don't want the Tian Lang. This is going to be fun. Oh, and we got Ari in chat who's so excited for Thompson. Let's go. What's up, Vampire Cat Crimson, Nova Spa, Jose Carlos. So glad you guys could be here today. This is awesome. And of course, Oog up there said was here. Lol, that's awesome. Holdgrim, welcome. First time in chat. This is awesome, guys, because we're about to go into our first matchup here at day 2 of the Com2us USA Invitational. Thompson versus Sola.
Yeah, can't wait to see what's going to happen here. Now, I did watch a Chinese tournament not a long time ago. I want to say it was sometime when the weather seemed a lot nicer. Thompson was playing a Lucifer style draft, and it was just like heavy, crazy damage. I don't know if he's going to bring something like that back. It hasn't been nerfed. It hasn't been changed. So we very well could be seeing absolute fireworks from a first round with Thompson here versus Sola.
Yeah, dude, he's been having fun with like some cleaves. The last time that I had him on, he was doing some of those cleave teams. He was really excited to show me in the chat. So I don't know, maybe he'll bring some volatility to it today, but we'll see what he has in store. So pre-bans go out. We got Eleanor down there, and we got Vivachel.
Yeah, light unicorn, no surprise there. Seeing that band out, that's a lot of sustain, a lot of anti-crit. Thompson doesn't want to have to deal with that unit. Viva, very, very good unit right now. Viva's getting a ton of playtime, not just for Thompson, but just on the ladder a whole lot now. Very, very good unit. Probably one of my most wanted LD Nat 5s.
She'd be amazing for you. You would have great support for Vivachel. Oh,
Stop.
no way. He locked in Ganny Hathor.
He just locks it in. There's no
What a
thought here.
goat,
What is
dude.
going on? So Ganny Hathor, guys, prepare yourself. This is going to be boring. No, I don't know what to say. Like so the gameplay behind Ganny Hathor is basically you always keep Hathor's third skill up there. Is he going to be doing something different though? Because like we know what Ganny Hathor does and can do. Are we going to take advantage of units sleeping and doing something else? I don't know. He's bringing in Laura as a leading strip and a ton of additional damage too.
Who knows? Who knows, dude? When are we? This is so 2017. Like, this is crazy. The only thing out here that's standing out in terms of like the timeline would be the Water Twin Angels here. But this is a throwback right now. Oh, Ari and Halbstar, thank you so much, you guys. Yeah,
I'm so confused. I'm utterly confused right now because if you're gonna draft the Hathor, why are we taking all this AOE? I thought he would have like maybe went with single target, put everybody to sleep one by one, remove units from the field. It's like we're gonna put everybody to sleep, but then we're gonna wake everyone up. Is that like I don't know? I don't know.
I had the same thought. Well, we're gonna let him cook. I don't know what he has planned, but we're gonna see. So for folks, for folks in chat, Hathor and Ganny both got adjustments in the balance patch recently. So Ganymede's only adjustment was damage, and you know, if y'all aren't familiar with Ganymede ball knowledge here, he does actually hit really hard. He hit hard before the buff, so I don't know. There's not a lot to facilitate that in here. There's no defense break to help with the third skill, so I don't think that's the plan. Sola is countering with a lot of fire. We got element neutral, and we got 2 wind units over here. The only standout now that the bans are locked in is the Wusa. So I think Sola's actually got a pretty good shot here of kind of leveraging the attribute advantage.
Yeah, let's see what happens. So Sekhmet, no surprise getting banned out there. Water Ryu catching a ban as well, so no speed lead for Thompson. Let's see who's going to be taking turn 1, and it is going to be the Water Twins. Water Twins probably going to be focusing out maybe... Oh, we're going after Hathor right away. Just everything into Hathor. Defense breaks lands. Gets
No
defense
way.
break again. Wait, he still lives? How did the Hathor hold on?
Hathor hanging on by a dream, baby. That was a great play from Sola, though, taking that little incremental boost for Masha, so that way she could get all that damage in the beginning. That was incredible. Not enough. Hathor is out of here, and all of a sudden, Thompson's combo is offline.
Yeah, I don't know what he does here, to be honest. Like, 'cause we're not really able to get anything going. You know what I mean? We have additional damage from the Laura. We got big skill 2 from Wusa. Like, that's kind of nice. Ventilate back over to Wusa, so we get more skill 2. So, like, I guess that's like your pump, your damage, your sustain, where, you know, the sustain on Sola's side of the field is just kind of the Water Twins.
True that. Honestly, Sola's got great tempo here. He's very much in control of this game. The only thing that Thompson is really like going to be relying on here is, like you said, like additionals from the Laura, and just kind of keeping her off cooldown thanks to the ventilate on that. So I think if Thompson's got one thing, it's the ability to hang on here, right? Because he's going to have immunity up for a little while. So let's see.
It's going to be tough to hang on when you got damage like that coming at another one of your units. Sola's going all in on the Ganny after removing Hathor. Let's see what skill 3 does. Are we actually going to use it, or are we just going to throw down some no glancing? But he's going to try and break the shield on the only unit that was worth throwing glancing on.
I love the comment in chat, Ganny Hathor, aka pain and suffering. for both parties involved, right? You know, if you're playing it and big proc from Masha, but doesn't secure the kill off that.
Masha's on fire right now. Just a lot of additional turns already popping out here for Masha, trying to pummel in that damage. And both situations, to be honest, like Masha got rid of Ganny and Hathor here. I don't know what Thompson can do.
credit where it's due. Masha's really trying here. Masha really wants to win this game for Sola. She's at least half the reason why he's winning this one.
Oh, yeah, very much so. Now we're just doing a little bit of poke damage into this Wind Monkey King. I don't know what Thompson can do here. I think Lulu potentially made a poor decision with the Gani Hathor. Maybe Thompson and Lulu can rethink strategy going into round number 2.
Thompson and Lulu. His coach. That's amazing, bro. And that's it. That's the game-winning defense break right there, setting up for Masha.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, she's eliminating units right now. Masha put in so much work. I think Masha probably is in pre-ban territory going into round number 2.
Could be, unless Thompson wants to shift the strategy. It could be that he was just trying to show us something new that he's been cooking with. This is, honestly, man, probably arguably the exact opposite of a Lucifer Cleave. So we'll see.
Oh my God, yes.
So we'll see if maybe he's actually got that in the back here. Lord knows he's got to pull something out because Sola already has a point on the board.
Yep, big point here for Sola. It's really, really important in a best of 5 to get that first victory. You can kind of relax just a little bit, but, you know, don't turn that gas down. Keep it pumping, and let's see what happens again in round number 2. We've got those pre-bans from last time. Light Unicorn, Videokilled, now available going into round number 2. Let's see what the new pre-bans are. Like I said, I think Masha may deserve a pre-ban.
After a performance like that, true.
Oh, wow. Okay, so when I see a segment pre-ban like that, that was Sola's lean-to on his turn 1 interrupter, and Thompson didn't like that. He banned it out of the last match. Now it's making its way into the pre-ban. Thompson wants to make sure that he gets his turn 1 now that the segment's gone.
You start seeing how good the potential of Sekhmet is. She, like, you know, will she actually win you the game? That's questionable. But her potential to win you the game is so high, she deserves a pre-ban. Vivachel, fresh out of the pre-ban bench, is the first pick for Thompson.
Yep, first pick there. I like the Viva. I think it's great. A lot of things that you could do with that. I think it's a very, very solid, well-rounded unit. Sola, once again, leaning onto that Wind Monkey King. He makes it back into the draft. Followed up by a Fire Megumi.
Good choices all around. Lots of AoE denial, like trying to punish AoE comps, right? Fire Megumi to cut in as soon as the team takes damage. Jingjae kind of banking on a proc of that passive here so he could try to get in, stun whoever did the damage.
Yeah, so that's a 24 and a 28 speed lead for Sola. Now we do have an opportunity for a 33 to come into the picture here for Thompson. He's leaning on it. Lulu sat up and said, hey, one more time. And here we go. So Gani Hathor coming out here. Thank you, Lulu. Let's see if we'll be able to combo it a little bit better having a Viva on the field now.
So what's funny is that I do actually like Gani Hathor here arguably better because Sola's presented 2 units that punish you for touching anything on the field. So Gani Hathor is low-key in a better spot right now than it was last time.
Well, there's the Fire Twins and a 3rd speed leads coming to the table. Water Twins as well.
Sola is just collecting speed leads. But what does Thompson want to wrap up with? This might end up being a more proper representation of how these 2 units work following their most recent appearance in the balance patch.
I'm so confused. All right, so Josephine's being drafted, and then the Laura's going to be back here as well. Honestly, I couldn't tell you the direction he's taken with this Gani Hathor.
I think we lack damage. But if I don't know if the Viva's going to make it through, dude, because Viva is the only way to really confirm kills quickly on here, right? Because you can use the Song of Switch Destiny to just turn things around and get a clean kill on a unit kind of early. Otherwise, we do lack a bit of damage.
Okay. So you got to see the speed of 3 units in there. So we saw the speed of the Fire Twins and the Water Twins last round, so he knows where those Fire Twins were going to be lying. So he bans those out here. I think Juno's going to be problematic. Hathor, we're not going to get to see the combo go out here, though.
Yeah, dude, great ban from Sola, to be honest. When he's picked so many units with passives, like the Jingjae, the Juno, as well as the Fire Megami, you don't want any instance of Oblivion in the field. And now that Hathor has, she's taken a little inspiration from her light sister, right? Now she can put that on. Goes for the attack bar boost. Thompson set up to take the first few turns here, provoking the Fire Megami, but Jing gets an early strip.
Let's see what the additional damage looks like. 2.5, not too shabby. A little bit of damage going towards this Josephine because the provoke.
Dude, can Juno lock in enough to get all 4 units stripped right here? Can she do it? She's kind of locked in, baby.
I mean,
she's
pretty
75%
much.
locked.
Yeah, you got to give it to Juno. We knew Juno was going to be problematic for Thompson, and it definitely is showcasing that already. It looks like the attention is going into Josephine, going to be the first unit that Sola wants to get rid of, able to get that another turn there from second skill. Procs into death. Thompson is not looking for that at all. Ganny's locked down. I don't know what he can do here.
Sola's killing it here. Yeah, he's got the whole board locked down. It's very much his game, whittling away at the Ganymede. I don't even think he necessarily needs to proc here. I think that attack bar will accelerate him forward. Thompson knows it. That's a 2 lead for Sola, who is now sitting at game point.
Wait, Evan, do you hear that? Is that why? Cuz all the way in New York? I think he's yelling right now at Thompson. I think I can hear him from here, wondering what's going on.
I can hear Pat. I can hear it. I can hear him.
Let's see what happens. So we've got round number 3. I don't think Thompson's the kind of person to keep forcing a Ganny Hathor after 2 rounds of it not working too well. So I think he's going to be changing it up. We got the pre-bans from last time. Obviously, Sekwit's going to be back on the table with the Gianna as well. Gianna doesn't seem to be something that is even on Thompson's mind at all. So maybe the pre-bans are not going to matter really too much. Well, Viva obviously was first pick, so no surprise seeing Viva back in there, and it doesn't surprise me to see that light unicorn down here in the band too.
Yeah, got to give it to Sola again, dude. Like, that was a really nice pick and ban. He really identified the clear problem in Hathor, and he got rid of it. Does Thompson love this theoretical combo enough to try it one more time for us?
I don't know if I want to answer that question for you.
Dude, he's thinking about it. Oh, he loves it.
I am at a loss for words, dude.
Get yourself a man who loves you as much as Thompson loves Ganny Hathor. That's what you want. You want someone this committed, chat.
That's funny. Sekhmet, I think, is catching another ban, but Thompson's got to change it up. He knows the speeds. He's seen these units way too many times now. So Ciara Gianna, honestly, it's like remnants of a very old comp, like Ciara Gianna, Ganny Hathor. That used to be just an incredible thing to drop down on a field. I mean, we watched so many people draft something of the likes of that.
See, here's the thing too, right? Like, out of these 2 choices, I did prefer the Ciara, but then all of a sudden Thompson's got 3 wind units, and Sola can just kind of put him in a corner and just say, okay, Sola's just going to pick a bunch of like fire strong units to counter this. So it was kind of a necessary evil there. I see that, but I would like the Ciara, maybe in that 5th pick slot.
Sola can just slam down a Hagang right now. I think Juno's fine. Masha's coming back. We saw how like amazing Masha performed last time, and I think Masha performs just as good once again. I don't know what this last pick's going to be for Thompson, because I don't know. I just don't know anymore.
I'm trying to see here, dude. A Chow.
Hey, I think Chow's great.
No, all roads lead to Chow.
Wait. I think Chow's great. I really
do too.
I think it's so good it's banned. And then you're forced to let the 4 through. And I think that bodes well for Thompson. But the thing is can we keep it up? You know what I mean? So Chow has got to catch the ban here. Right?
Guaranteed. Honestly, dude, that's like a guarantee win. Like, we always say this, right, Stoic? Like, Chow is best in the pick ban phase. Your mileage may vary during a game.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think that's the best call. And this time, heading out the Water Twins, we know how fast those things are too.
Yes, yeah. So the Water Twins are going to be banned out here, eliminating one of the speed leads. Doesn't really matter too much when you have that Wind Monkey King with the beautiful speed lead he has been given. And now we have a 3rd skill from Sekhmet. Does it land? It probably needs to land on the Gianna or even the Hathor.
This is valuing the Hathor over everything here. So now Moore can open this up with the skill 2 if he wants to. Oh, he doesn't even want to do that. He just wants to go for the stun with the Gianna. All right.
Yep. Beautiful. Well, so everything is stripped. Everything is stunned. Of course, we've got 3rd skill, gives a juicy attack bar, and it looks like he's going to give skills right back to Hathor. Thompson's waving like he thinks he has this down. I mean, is this news? We get resist attack bar onto the Hathor on the Masha. Masha procs here. There's a massive defense break going out. Now we don't want to do anything about this. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So it's like that was kind of an unfortunate third skill. Hathor didn't even do. Oh no! Oh, look at Thompson's despair, bro.
I think that's it.
Thompson knows, dude. Oh man, the chat's saying, by the way, that the Chow was Lulu's idea.
Oh, okay. Chow was Lulu. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Dude, I think Masha wins another round.
Oh man, you can see Thompson really feeling those resistances right there.
Yeah, that's a tough one, you know. Gani Hathor, in my honest opinion, put it away.
Put it away. Put them back where you found them. Throw them back where they've been since 2017.
I think it makes a great callback to the 2017-2018 days. Like, go ahead, pop it up there. I think it's a great laugh. And then you can take the Gani Hathor away and then put Water Gandalf back into the picture.
Listen to what Stoic's been driven to right now, dude. He's asking for Water Gandalf. That's yeah, it's a fun proof of concept, but Sola saw right through it and he countered it so effectively. Sola looks relieved while Thompson looks like in utter despair down there.
Oh man, no. I love you, Thompson. I do. But like the Gani Hathor was not it.
Well, dude,
Lulu,
such clutch Masha, the MVP for Sola with a 3-0 against Thompson. Sola moves forward to the semifinals.
Yeah, Masha is such an incredible unit still, an amazing unit. And it's one of those reasons why, like, not that Gani Hathor's buff wasn't any good, but for instance, there's just so many units today that we have that are so good to draft when you have a Gani Hathor on the field. And I do think Masha's one of those units out there, even though I think Masha, should have been stopped by the, like, Gianna and then the follow-ups after that. But hey, I just don't draft Gani Hathor.
Dude, to be fair, though, I mean, I gotta say, I see the vision. I see the vision for sure. It's just like, dude, there was supposed to be an Oblivion on that thing, and it didn't stick.
That would have been cool.
He had the moment. He had the opportunity. You saw it. You commented on that too. He waved to the camera. He's like, there was a split second where Thompson was super confident that he had that game. And I think he kind of did for a second. Oh, man. But so committed to the Gani Hathor bit. Thank you for showing us that cool team, dude. But Sola, amazing counterplay. Just leveraging the Masha so effectively, as well as just playing attribute advantage.
Yep. No, I agree. I'm sorry. Wycuz, what was that? Wycuz said the better man move forward.
Sola taking that semifinal spot. He's the first one to move forward today. Incredible first game there. That was so fun to watch, dude. Here are the highlights, and the highlights are not going to include Hathor. Hathor is either getting just completely brutalized or banned. Like, she's not in it. Oh man, and Sola doing such an effective job at dispatching this cool combo we all want to see.
Yeah, it was. As cool as it is to see it, big congrats on Sola moving forward. Awesome performance from Masha. I think that's going to be a big note for whoever Sola's going to be playing later on, that, Masha might find her way in a pre-ban already with the performance that she put out there. So we'll see what happens when we get there. But we have our next match going to be coming up very shortly. Yeah,
you're right, dude. The general vibe in chat right now is saying this is a sign, never use Ganithor. No matter how much they buff it, that's the thing, dude. Ganithor isn't fun for anybody involved. If you're losing to Ganithor, you're not having fun. Even if you're piloting it, you're like, man, this is taking a while.
Yep. But that's all right. I mean, this is Summoners War after all. We were talking about it earlier. What makes it super unique is all the combinations that you can do with your rune quality and bring different things forward up here. And we get to see all sorts of units, get spotlights out there. So bringing Gani Hathor back, sure, but there's other things out there. A lot of great things out there as well. So we'll see what happens.
You know what she might be good against, actually, is Water Gandalf. We were talking about that, right? Like, how often, you don't always have a lot of room for immunity on that team, so you Oblivion that guy, put them all to sleep, and then you can just work on them while they're sleeping there. That's great.
Yeah, but think of all the great combo pieces you could put in there with Water Gandalf and against the Gani Hathor.
Think of all other monsters they are not Gani Hathor.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a point, man. You got a point. And now we're moving ahead to our next games here. We've got Monagua versus Videokilled coming up here. We got BR versus EU. Again, we've got representatives from so many regions of SWC. Videokilled here. EU SWC caster says, where's the party at? Right here, baby. This is it. So maybe, I don't know if that means he's going to leverage some debuffs on this team here, but we'll see what's going on while he finds his way to the party. There he is. There he is with the despair hat. Oh, that's dope.
Oh, wow. That's such an old hat. I remember that hat, Evan. That's a throwback hat right there.
Oh, that is. That's awesome. What's up, Ultra Deathlord? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, guys. Welcome, chat. Thank you all for being here today. Glad you guys could watch day 2 of the Com2us USA Invitational. On the other side of this matchup, we've got Monagua, VR SWC caster for the Brazilian region. Brazil above everything, God above everyone is his quote. That goes hard, dude. That goes hard. That goes hard. Favorite monster is Leo. Leo Zada, Shach. Leo Zada.
Managua. Like I said, Mr. Sloth and Managua, I was really hoping, I want to see both of them do well here. They were my choices. Okay. I needed to change it up, and I think I'm doing well here. And I think Managua, I'm a big fan of Leo myself, self-proclaimed best Leo in the entire game. But I would love to see Managua play well here.
Oh, Leo's got the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta back there. Oh my God, Monagua, you're killing it, man. Oh, that's good. That's awesome. That's great. And this is going to be a super fun matchup. Like, all these guys are so good. And that's the whole point of this tournament. The theming around bringing the casters into a bracket and letting them throw down Stoic. It's like they all have phenomenal accounts and they're very good at the game.
Yep, exactly. I wish Monagua would bring back that mustache. That is great work.
Mm-hmm. Good mustache. That's a very good one.
Strong mustache game.
Extremely different vibes in these photos right here. This is very chill versus very chaotic.
Controlled chaotic, okay?
Here we go, guys. We're going into game 2 of the last quarterfinal set of day 2 of the Com2us USA Invitational here. Let's find our next semifinalist. Monagua versus Videokilled.
Yep, so let's see what happens here. Pre-ban's going to be going in. I mean, I do think we see that Neftis potentially make its way into a pre-ban already. Looks like Ragdoll and Ashir are going to be pre-banned here. All right.
Interesting. There's some homework being done here for sure. That gives us a little peek into what these guys like to play. Video probably wants to go fast.
Yeah, so there's the Veladril. That's such an interesting first pick. Oh, I wasn't expecting to see a Veladril first pick from Managua.
Oh, and it's our first Draken Warrior combo for the day today. It did not take that long for Areshion to make an appearance yesterday, and here he is now.
Yep, we've the Areshion and Slovak being drafted by Video, Veladril and Win Monkey King here, and a Juno as well. All right.
Wow, Monagua's sticking to the classics. Meanwhile, Video is like playing with the new and cool stuff. A Tiana on top. Bro really wants to make sure that he lands these strips so he can open it up for the Dark Monkey King.
Yeah, keep in mind of that Tiana's second skill. So if there's defense breaks left on that field and we have a second skill Tiana coming, that damage is absurd. So be ready for something that could potentially happen there.
And then Monagua trying to remind us here how many problems slamming down a Leo can solve. Like, there's sometimes that'll just do it, man. Guaranteeing yourself turn 1 so that you can throw off some speed tuning, that's usually a good choice.
Yep, and then we've got Josephine Leo wrapping up that draft for Managua. I think the Leo's already on that ban list where Video likes to play very, very fast, so I think Leo just banned already. And then we've got the Kashmir. Dude, Kashmir's been doing really, really well. It's one of those units that I don't put enough respect on his name until I'm already looking at a losing screen.
Dude, people don't respect him enough, but Monagua's not falling for that. He's respecting the Kashmir. Seriously, guys, when you look at Kashmir, you should be seeing a Daphnis in that spot there because he performs exceptionally closely to how a Daphnis would perform in that situation. Love the bans. Josephine's out of here. Kashmir's out of here. We're going into game 1.
Yeah, so the Leo actually still in this match. I thought it was going to be catching a ban here, and I was very wrong. I think we go into the Tiana. It's the only unit off wheel right now. Pummeling that damage, push back that attack bar, but not going to be happening there. So there's that third skill. Winds have changed, and we have another second skill actually to absorb some of that attack bar.
Monago's a stronger man than I am, dude. No flinch when he saw that double res. He saw no change in facial expression. I would have been sent reeling after that. The Dark Monkey King gets to do exactly what Video brought him here for. Ripping a skill 3. Look at that. Defense breaks across the board. Stuns where it matters. Jingjae doing everything he can to get out of it. And
procs into third. That's crazy.
We talk about that in the video on the channel. RTA 101. You plan for stuff like that. If a Velajuel can proc, he probably will, dude.
He probably will. You are so correct here. Another additional turn, though. Slovak's coming in. A little bit more AoE damage. So, ton of AoE damage on this field. Look how low the Leo's getting right now. And sometimes that's not too bad for a Leo with the Ignore defense torrent on the horizon.
He's debating whether or not to pump this damage in because he's got multiple decisions to make here. He's also got his Leo teetering on the edge here. It's not quite 30%.
Oh, he didn't go for it.
Oh, confirming the kill on the Dark Monkey King. Monagua's realized he does not want that third skill to even have a chance of going off again.
Well, Video's got to be careful. He has a lot of AoE here, and he is going to be losing his Asherion. And there you have Monagua is going to be taking round 1.
He turned it around, dude. He turned it around. He banked on the classics. It's like old school versus new school in these team-ups here. That was very cool.
I do think Leo might make his way into a pre-ban, though. I think that will happen here.
Yeah, because there was a lot of potential for Leo to stop that in its tracks. Of course, that's not how it ended up happening. Velajuel came in to save the day, but Leo had the chance to stop that from the get-go, and it got denied. Whoa.
All right, so Wind Monkey King. I mean, Wind Monkey King, it did fine for him. You know, it performed well. We saw the stuns, setting up some defense breaks. Very fast unit with skill, too. So it doesn't surprise me to see it in the pre-ban area. Neftis, I thought was going to be pre-banned in the first match. It's getting pre-banned here, so this definitely checks out. Video kill, first pick, Asherion.
It's great to lock down the newest craze, that latest 33% lead. Any 33 lead, as long as it's not Trinity.
As long as it's not Trinity. The Trinity hate continues.
She can't catch a break, dude. She's not here. She's catching strays. Water Gojo and Velajuel coming up here. Immune to attack bar reduction. That Water Gojo.
I love cool. Water Gojo. He's so good. Very, very good unit here. And I like where it's being drafted right now. I think this is so great. Dark Monkey King, Slovak coming back for Videokilled. Ragdoll's being showcased with all that AoE that Video is bringing to the field here. I know he doesn't like to see that Ragdoll. Josephine's coming back. Josephine's coming back once again as well.
Ragdoll can get him some value for sure, but I don't know. It can still be stunned and cleanse blocked. Although Lamila is such a great choice, dude. That skill 2 is just going to wreak havoc on this team that's predominantly either defense scaling or demanding crit. That's not going to crit. That's a crazy good choice right there.
Yeah, it's a very, very good pick here. Definitely a lot of AoE, of course. Leo Ragdoll getting drafted. Do you ban out the Ragdoll? You do ban out the Leo. Do you let them both through? I don't think so.
No, although, is Video going to remember what happened? Is he going to, like, kind of trauma ban here that Velajuel? Like, I'm wondering maybe if he doesn't like that Velajuel a lot, he wants to get rid of it. It's the Ragdoll. It's the Ragdoll. And, of course, I think that Lamila kind of had to get out of here, dude. She was too disruptive.
So especially, well, if they, you know, you have to ban out the Amelia. It's way too much damage here, especially if there's defense breaks and Amelia goes in and just annihilates the entire team. We saw where Monagua's HP got down before with all the AoEs, so I think you had to get rid of that unit.
Nice. Can he land it this time? That is the question. Is he going to throw this off a little bit?
This is a willed up Leo. It's very funny.
So this time, I think Monagua realized that if he throws off the Triana, or rather the Tiana, then it's going to create this awkward situation where Velajuel is going to have immunity up, and Tiana can just remove the immunity. So he opted to just not use the attack bar reduction this time and went for a little bit of damage on the Dark Monkey.
Let's see what happens here. Everyone taking damage pretty well. Defense break sitting on top of Jehoshaphat.
Skill 1, man, she's taking heavy hits. She's already sub 50%. She's going to... Oh! She's not going to be stunned because she's not stunned. That was actually kind of lucky because that means that Josephine does in fact get a turn, whereas before she would have just cleansed the cleanse block.
Yep, so there we go. Mini's up. Shields are up right now. Big skill 2 coming out of Water Gojo. We have another skill 2 that I think probably should come out here. Pumping to try to break these shields up, but it looks like he's just going to skill 1 right into the Leo. We have Provoke being placed on top of the Slovak. Additional turn, Josephine looking to get a stun here. Does land on top of Tiana.
Oh, nice proc from the Dark Monkey King. I was going to say that Monagua's probably generally feeling good, but it's still precarious, man. Josephine is just an inch away from death at any given moment.
Ooh, nice additional turn. He's going to have skill 2 up next turn, but no stuns are going to be landing. But we have the defense break here on Escher, and he's going to not get dropped. He is going to get dropped here. That's a double proc, too.
We're rounding up the damage with that proc in theory, unless he wants Josephine to do it. He probably just wants Josephine to do it. Yeah, that's or maybe he wants Gojo to do it. He wants somebody
AoE to do it. And look at the Dark Monkey King looking so low. Another additional turn. He would have taken out that Dark Monkey King. Monagua with the round 2 victory.
Dude, he is stoked. He's like, "Vai Brasil!" Oh, wow, well done, dude. Okay. So gotta say though, Video was extremely close. He had that game for a lot of it, man. Like he had Monagua on the back foot. He had that defense break set up. He brought Josephine down sub 50% on like the first 2 turns, Stoic. That was pretty impressive. Monagua was able to turn it around.
Yep, most definitely. Ragdoll, Escher is going to be the pre-bans here. We're back to round number 1. Monagua at match point. We have not seen... Wait, we have seen a 3-0. Never mind.
It was different. It was different kind of...
It was a different kind of 3-0.
Okay, Video is... He's convinced that the Erechion and the Solvark are not the issues. So he's sticking with them. And I don't think they are either. I think they've been doing great. Solvark was one of the main reasons why Josephine got so low so fast. But I'm wondering if maybe he wants to change up the other components of the comp. Neftis is on the table too, but it doesn't seem as enticing now that Juno is here. Same with Velojul.
Yeah, I don't think you take a Neftis right now. This is just... too many good things on the other side of the field. I do like the Jogan. I think this is great. Removing one of these units from the field using the scroll. Honestly, like I think an Irene is still so good for Video's draft as well. Like I almost think I would prefer the Irene over the Jogan.
If it's an option, then yes, more than likely. Man, Monagua, he's thinking about these last 2 picks. He's going extremely defensive, going reactionary this time. Changing over to a Hegang and a Josephine to lock that in. Great combo because it can refresh Hegang's passive. Between Velojul and Josephine, he'll pretty much always have something to trigger the passive.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think the Veramos was going to be it. So glad he swapped that out with the Hegang. Lamelia coming back in there. We know this is a very good unit. No! We're going to opt for Oblivion?
We could. The Wind Justice comes out on this one. And Jogun and Hegang, the brothers... catch the band.
So the Wind Justice. So this is an interesting unit because like the 3rd skill, you're always getting some sort of value, whether it's for your own units or for playing a negative effect. He's going to be using it because he's trying to get the Oblivion out there. We have 3 units with passives. Let's keep in mind, Velojul, problematic guy in here.
Yeah, he is, but can he land it this time? So the Dark Monkey King actually got the stun on the Josephine this time, so she did skip that turn that she got from her passive. It's already going differently than last time. Puts the Oblivion out on Jingjae and Josephine.
Yep, both units did land true. So now we have more damage to come in here. So it's kind of on Velojul. Velojul could actually turn things around. That's a nice additional turn coming from the Escher.
He could. It's going to take a proc. It's going to take a proc on his upcoming turn, though. And Monagua is already down. 3-2 to 4 monster differential here. This is not looking good. Now, this is the combo that Video has been trying to debut this entire time. Well done, Video.
This is a really strong combo when it works. Unlike a Gani Hathor, we're actually seeing some progression in this match. Video's looking really good.
Dude, imagine Lulu's next to Video now. Lulu's got a new client for coaching.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Oh, there we go. And Jug says, don't let that Josephine win. It is not on the agenda today. No Josephines are making out of this round. Video gets a point on the board, but you can't feel safe. Monagua is still at match point in this best of 5.
That's right. Keeping himself alive here. We're going into a match number 4.
Yep. Yeah, dang Skippy. He seems like he's feeling a little bit better now. That was some serious aggression, dude. That choice to do the Justice was awesome.
I think that was very cool. I like that Justice there.
But seeing this too, denying the Josephine that turn was a big factor in that game. Monagua's finally taking that Dark Monkey King seriously, throwing it in the pre-ban too. Let's see how this shakes up Video's draft, because he hasn't had to really be without it this whole time.
Yeah, double monkey ban. We like this. Videokilled the first pick. It's going to be that Arashian again, the 33 speed lead.
Gotta be. We know Solvark is probably not far behind. Maybe we might get to see a Nefties this time. It's a little bit easy to read because he's kind of been playing that similar style. And Velajul. Whoa!
Well, I didn't think he was going to take it.
Whoa!
That's crazy.
He's reaching across the board and pulling the Solvark onto his own side. Traitorous.
You know what? I think that's a great play there, because that affected Videokill. I love having the cameras on. It's so good to be able to see the reactions, and he was not expecting the Slovark to get drafted like that.
No, completely different right here. So now we got the Wind Robo. He hasn't locked it in though. I don't know if I love it, but we'll see.
No, this is it's interesting because, like, is there a Douglas on the horizons? So, like, is there a ban on Joe Gunn where Douglas can perform well? Like, Neftis is like a problem?
Maybe Chow.
Ooh, okay.
What do we say, dude? All roads lead to Chow.
That's an interesting pivot, because I feel like when I see a Chow draft here, it's almost like you have a feeling your initial idea is not going to work, so you kind of just lean on like, well, Chow can pull me out of this kind of thing.
Fair. The only other thing, though, is that I will say he does make the defense break from Nefties feel a lot better. Like, Chow works extremely well with the attack buff and the defense break that's presented on Video's side.
That's a interesting last pick.
Some threat state shenanigans from the Paul Phoenix. At the end here, Tiana and Ragdoll catch the bans. We're seeing Chow. This is the first time in a long time we've actually seen Chow make it into a game, Stoic.
Yep, that's right. And with a 33 speed lead for Video, with an HP lead for Monagua. Let's see if this Paul Phoenix is going to work out. So obviously, Chow made it in. We've got the Paul Phoenix in, and I think the Paul Phoenix is going to help navigate some of that damage elsewhere, where maybe that's what he was looking as a response to Chow. Let's see if it works out for him.
This is kind of cool. I'd love to see this work. So he is proccing right now. His passive is working. He imposes that chance to glance. And look, he's laughing. He's laughing about it. Unfortunately, he's got the silence on him now, too, and he's lost the threat state.
Yep, Slovak's going to be dropping
Attack buff Chow. What did I say, man? Attack buff Chow.
I'm telling you, it's the way you ruin Chow now. You ruin him with a little less HP, put him on a Nemesis build. I mean, keep on a Nemesis build. And you just slam in that damage, ton of attack power, get those turns, make it look super fast. I think Chow is a very, very good unit nowadays. And obviously attack buff, man, you're pumping units down, and well done. I think Chow was an excellent pick.
We pump, bro. We do with those Chows.
We do,
man. Yeah. Video. That was the fastest game out of these 2 days of the Com2us USA Invitational so far. Like, that was awesome. Well done. Nefties catches the ban. Ragdoll catches the ban. You could tell who these guys really dislike fighting against. Now, first best of 5, Stoic. In the whole
we
tournament.
did it. We finally got to a best of 5. I feel like I won something.
Game 5. Both players at match point. This is the last game in our final quarterfinals set here. Let's see who moves forward to the semifinalist position.
So I went from not caring too much and being surprised about the Velajul to actually really liking the Velajul in the hands of Monagua. I think it's been a very great unit to kind of pull himself out from that initial damage and that like first turn of events coming from Videokilled. So I do like the Velajul now, but it looks like Video's going down that same route, and I feel this is where that predictable draft really starts to come in here. You get the gist of what they're going to be drafting, and now you just have to respond well.
Yeah, and Video's put himself in a position where he can pick a Chow last if he has to. If he's forced to, the Chow can make a return right now because the attack buff is there, a defense break is there in the Dark Monkey King this time, so we could potentially have a repeat of our last game unless Monagua is really careful.
Yeah, we also have a ton of Oblivion, a ton of passives here where Oblivion could be really good. Is there like a Wind Justice on the horizon? But Water Monkey King wrapping up Monagua's draft. I think this is a fine draft coming out of Monagua. I think Hey Gang's going to be problematic here for Video.
He's got me on the edge of my seat, and he opts for Misty. All right. Man, we've gotten some more four-star gaming in these tournament days. You know, we've seen a lot of Verd. This is our first Misty pick of the tournament so far, too. But these guys are really taking their time to think. You can see Video's talking through it right now. He's not sure what he wants to lock in. Monagua, being hard to read, takes out the 33 lead.
Yep. So there you have it. So Hagen, we knew it was going to be a problem. Hagen catching a ban here. 33 lead Irasian is going to be banned out here as well. So let's see what happens. We know Veladril, it's been super clutch for Managua. Let's see if we can scroll a unit away here and Video can kind of take advantage.
Stop the Jogun. Because now with a 24 lead, Shiho might take turn 1 here. Skill 3 goes into Jogun. Denies the scroll potentially, or since the whole team is open, you actually just go in on the Dark Monkey King. You only go in on the Jogun if you have immunity, I guess. All right, there we go.
Pushing up, boosting his team, 3 turns of immunity. We could be setting up a defense break right here, and it gets resisted on the Misty.
Oh, dude, that had an impact on Monagua's psyche right now. You can see he was actually sent reeling from that. That's one of the few times this set that we've seen him react to a resistance, and that was honestly kind of an important one. He's fishing for another, denied another defense break. Look at him. He's driven to the edge right now. He doesn't know what to do. Nothing is working, even though he had a huge window of opportunity to take down either one of those 2 monsters.
Yep, so everybody, there's no more immunity on the side of Managua right now. There's a heal block sitting on top of that Water Monkey King. We had Misty put in that damage. Here we go. Big AoE damage from Slowbark. Slowbark with the additional turn as well. We have suddenly a very low Water Monkey King.
And the silence plus heal block combo is absolutely backbreaking. Jingjae doing everything in his little monkey powers to try to turn this game around, but it might not be enough. The silence is the first thing that leads to the Shiho going away.
Ooh, nice little resist, though. So the Wind Monkey King not going to get put away. No attack bar reduction as well. So I do think this damage should go into the Dark Monkey King. He needs to eliminate this unit. It is holding on, and the third skill is going to be coming through. Defense breaks landing across the field. Misty just smiling at these defense breaks. Drops the Veladril, and Wind Monkey King looks like the next unit on Video's eyes right now. And pumps in more damage with a huge skill, too.
Look at the damage going into this, dude. Misty just ages so well over the course of the game. He's hanging on. He's hanging on. He's starting to see how little damage that Juno can pump into the Misty. Attack buff comes out. That is a death war right here. Look at that. Over 15,000 damage on that Jingjae coming out here. Oh my goodness. This Misty can do it alone, dude.
Wow. That is crazy. The reverse, Managua was up 2 games to Videokilled, finally taking it in round number 5.
Congratulations to Videokilled with our first reverse sweep of the entire Invitational. That was amazing.
Yep. I mean, he held it together. Like we said, these are ex-players and now casters. And Videokilled just really performed. He held on. You know, there's all that experience that he really applied in this matchup here. And, you know, he wasn't shaken by the two losses in the very beginning, you know. He held it together. He did stay really consistent with drafting the Wind I keep saying Eshirion, El Shirion. There's too many of these Eshir units out there.
El Sharion, Eshir. I got you, bro. Yeah, dude,
it's a tongue twister now.
If I had to boil down that set into one word, it would be iteration. You know, I think we had that same comp, and we saw him tweak it over time to fit his needs in this set. That was incredibly well done. I mean, we talk about like the art of the pivot, and I think we kind of saw it's what am I trying to say? It's a delineation of that. It's kind of adjacent to a pivot where he's refining his team comp that he's committed to over the course of the match. Great stuff from Videokilled with that. I like that we did get to see the Solvark and the Erechion pop off with the right combo of monsters.
Yes, and that's exactly what it was. You nailed it. Like, it really was. He just kept at it, and he was able to really change it up there with his pivot picks, and it just worked out so well for him. Chow, it was an awesome time to get to see Chow. I think we can still see Chow later on today, so we'll see what happens with that.
I think it's good for the people to see Chow do something like that every so often, because I think we start to lose respect for Chow. You know, he becomes a meme if we keep him out of a game for too long. So it's good we let him in. We see how he can just smoke somebody, and now he's back. Now we can meme on him again for a little while and say he's only good in the Big Bang. Oh, look at this, chat. We've got the updated bracket for the right half of the bracket here. So we saw Sola move forward to that first semifinalist position, and now VK, Videokilled, has moved forward to meet him there. We are going into that semifinals match for our next best of 5, and ultimately we're going to find our next grand finalist who will meet Subzero from day 1.
Yep, that's right. So let's see what happens later on for that match. That's going to be a very, very good match. You know what? Imagine Sola opens up his draft. Ganny Hathor. Like, it could happen, dude. It could happen.
He was like, that was a good idea. I'll tell you what else was a good idea. Typing in this coupon code, chat. Look at that. That's from us to you. Mystical scroll and some mana to open it. We hope you're enjoying the tournament as much as we are, guys. And don't worry, there's going to be another coupon down the line as well, but this will hold you off in the meantime before we go on break here. So hope you get something cool. Stoic actually got a DupeNat 5 off it yesterday. So, you never know.
Yep, DupeNat 5, and you too can be shafted by your LD scrolls.
What we want is the opportunity, so that's what we want, the opportunity.
We want more opportunities.
And there's more opportunities to watch competitive Summoners War coming up here. Starting March 4th, we've got the draft show for the 2026 Americas Summit. Games begin on March 13th. So if you're craving more Summoners War content like this, you don't have to wait very long. And of course, we've got a couple more announcements here before we go on break as well. So keep your eyes peeled for the Americas Summit. Mark that down on your calendars. And also, guys, while I'm telling you to go do stuff, go follow the campaign for Sky Arena Tactics, the upcoming monster battling card game from the creator of Magic the Gathering, Richard Garfield. This has been a long time coming, guys. This is going to be a really fun project. The campaign is ready for you to follow, and the Kickstarter will be going live shortly. So please check it out. You can use command Sky Arena Tactics in the Twitch chat if you'd like to go follow that. And last but not least, Guardians Club, open for registration in 2026. Y'all should go see if you meet the prerequisites for that, because if you do, you should absolutely apply. It is the best way to get the most exclusive merch that Summoners War has to offer. So please check it out. Command SWGC in the chat. Command Sky Arena Tactics in the chat as well. And we will see y'all right back here after a quick break, okay? So don't go anywhere unless it's to go follow the Kickstarter page or to mark your calendars, all right? All right, we'll see you right back here for the semifinals. See you guys. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to day 2 of the Com2us USA Invitational. We're just about to go into the semifinals, and Stoic, this has been a pretty awesome tournament day so far.
Awesome, interesting. It's been fun. I'll say that.
I'll take that. I'll take that. We saw like commitment to a strategy and then iteration on a strategy in 2 games back to back, which is really interesting. What did you think of VK taking it there?
No, I thought it was great. I mean, I thought you nailed it last time, what you had said about, taking it and then really sharpening it and figuring out what to do with those first picks, the Irashian, the Slovak being paired there, and then kind of changing up what you were bringing with it. I loved it when you started bringing out that Jogun. I think Jogun's a very, very good unit, even though it was nerfed a couple times. But it's just such a powerful unit still.
Yeah, dude, so powerful. It ended up being exactly what that comp needed. So now, Sola versus Videokilled is coming up here. We're still in best of 5 territory, as we will be for the rest of the tournament here. I want to remind folks who might be joining late today, in the Com2us USA Invitational, this is all casters. So you're going to recognize these names from SWC and beyond. It's all people who have held a microphone and talked about Summoners War in front of a live audience here. And Videokilled is our first. He doesn't even need an introduction. Neither of these guys do after the games they just played. But VK is right here. This is the man we were just talking about a second ago. He's an EU SWC caster and a master at using Areshion and Solvark here too.
Yep, clearly. So he's bringing a lot of those units, and those are 2 units that Sola has not been drafting or showcasing at all, where Monagua, I think, bust out a Slovak before, and we were kind of surprised by that, them take a unit, is Sola in that same position where he may take a unit away from Videokill here, where he might have that 33 speed lead rune up as well.
Yeah, we also saw that in his quote. He said, don't poke the Tian Lang, don't poke the bear. If he's got the Tian Lang in the back pocket, that could help him at some point too.
Yeah, most definitely. And I believe he does have that Tian Lang as well, of course. So let's see if he does bring it. Who knows?
He might. Here we go, guys. Our last semifinals game. One of these 2 players will move forward to that next grand finalist position to meet Subzero there. But before that, Videokilled versus Sola.
No, it looks like we've got the wrong image up there, because that's definitely not him. But we have the 2 correct players on the field here, getting into that pre-ban with Sola with the first pick.
Dang right, dude. So look, now these guys have the benefit of seeing the previous games, so they can kind of inform their pre-bans because of this. So like, for instance, it wouldn't be out of left field to see like the Dark Monkey King down there, to see Areshion to deny that 33 lead, etc.
I like that we're thinking about it. We're really debating what we want to pre-ban here. You can tell things are getting very serious now that we're taking our time.
Oh, yeah, because as soon as you get to this position, like, that prize pool becomes very real. Again, guys, there's money on the line here. $2,750 prize pool with $1,000 going to rank number 1. So you want to maximize your potential here. You want to get the biggest slice possible. We're going down to the wire at these pre-bans just to ban out the sisters.
All right. So video paying a little bit of attention to the previous matches that Sola went through, knowing that Sekhmet, it's the fast unit, it's the interrupter from turn 1. He bans that out, and we've got the Nephthys catching a ban as well.
Sola taking the Wind Monkey King. I imagine it's going to be Areshion and Solvark unless Video did some re-runing in that break there.
Yep, so same 2 units coming out here. He has that 33, and of course we have a 24 for Sola taking the Wind Monkey King.
Now, how does he want to answer? Because this is a totally different, like, stimulus than what he saw up against Thompson earlier today.
Exactly. So we're in that position right now where he's really thinking about it. He's got to, after witnessing the matches before, what does he want to do? And it looks like he wants to bring an additional speed lead. The Eleanor, so this was actually something that Thompson kept re-banning over and over and over, and it's going to maybe make its way into this match here. Dark Monkey King Tiana coming back out here, so no surprise by any of these units. We've seen both these players draft these.
And that's such a great answer here to the Eleanor, because it's like you were saying, how it imposes that little element of safety. There's healing, but also like that imposed chance to glance.
Exactly. So I believe a unit like that with what Video is drafting, it's already in like ban territory, where we get a Juno and Annabelle. We're missing some damage here. Sola doesn't have a lot of threat, but we have a lot to handle with what Video is bringing to the table. But I'm worried about Sola's ability to remove units.
I agree, especially if something like that Annabelle gets, left out of this game here. Video chooses to ban that thing. Now all of a sudden those 3-turn defense breaks are gone. That's the thing that would really activate, say, the Juno, the Jingzhe, let them really do solid damage here. Video chooses to bring back the Wind Justice that had a pretty solid showcase in that last tournament. Or in that last game.
So the Wind Justice actually, I think, says the Eleanor is probably going to get banned out here. So Eleanor is probably banned, and we're dealing with a Annabelle Juno that'll be the more problematic units for Video. That's not at all what's happening. So Fire Megumi's catching a ban here. Tiana's going to be catching a ban. I really like Video's draft still.
Yeah, I do too. It's pretty volatile, to use your word. That volatility is really there. He takes the turn 1, but can Sola hang on? He's got a very defensive comp. So we'll see after this first round of combat, after all of these guys move, we'll see what happens here. It goes out, he lands all stuns except for the one that really matters, actually. Can it survive?
Holy damage! Oh my god, everything's getting absolutely knocked in. I can't believe Annabelle dropped that fast. Holy cow, Video killing all of Sola's units here.
Dude, now I'm understanding this, Stoic. I'm seeing this. It's funny because, like, in that last game, we said at the end that we finally saw the combo Videokilled had been bringing. I don't think we had, man. I think that was it.
I mean, if that's the combo, I think there's something more beyond that, because I don't think the Wind Justice is one of the combo pieces. I think it's just an additional response. So I think it even gets more volatile.
Yes. So look at this, right? We've got more information, and so does Sola. We know that Sekhmet was pre-banned last time, right? And Sola just tried to go turn 2. He wanted to try to see if he could receive that damage and counteract. But now I think this is probably going to inform Sola, I need to take turn 1. I need to disrupt this early. How do I do that?
Yeah, I was going to say it's still speed leads Sekhmet, but he's got to bring something else here. And Video realizes that. So the Sekhmet's potentially going through where Video needed to go, all right, I'm going to go 33, and then Escher, where Escher's going to be built extremely fast.
Yeah. So we're off to the races. Like, this is already looking like it's going to be a much faster game, stronger opener from both these players. They are vying for turn 1. That defensive strat is relegated to mostly just like Jingzhe at this point. Now Sola's debating how he wants to do. He's hedging his bets. Hagang, one of those units that it's kind of good in both situations since he has the AoE strip and glancing. So he can be good there. And also if he does lose the turn 1, it's not immediately over.
Yeah, so Hagang Juno, it's okay. Nephthys is coming back in here with the Tiana. Let's keep in mind, Tiana's second skill into defense breaks. That is a crazy amount of damage.
Yeah, if Video gets the first turn, there's going to be a lot more that he can do with it than Sola. If Sola gets the first turn, then all he's going to do is get to reset a unit and kind of belay the strategy. But if Video gets turn 1, then he's going to potentially eliminate the entirety of Sola's team.
Man, we're missing damage again. I don't think I really like what Sola's taking here.
I know. I think it got a little bit diluted towards the end. I agree with you. I think the Sekhmet was a really strong start. I like the Hagang, but once we start getting towards like the Eleanor, now we're like kind of losing our mission here. Okay, we're back to foregoing that first turn.
Yeah, well, Video definitely has the turn 1. Escher's going to be the first unit to move here, and they have the 33 speed lead as well. Video's going to have his entire team move, where Sola's just going to have to take the beating here.
Here it comes, foregoing that skill 2, sees it's not necessary. We've got the Tiana boost, so that way the whole team can get way ahead. Now, notably, there are no defense breaks here, so we're just seeing like additionals via defense scaling stats here.
Yes, exactly. So threat state's up on the Slovark, looking to do some big damage. Hagang probably took it the worst out of anybody here, but a nice little stun going out there on Slovark.
Oh, and the res too. See, the thing here is defense breaks are even more valuable because those 2 units are defense scaling. So not only is your damage going to increase, but their output is going to go down.
Yeah, he's got to use skill 2. I know there's no defense breaks to really capitalize on any big damage, but the damage was still very good.
Sola's ban was excellent on the Nefties, seeing that was the main source of death break, because this would have been absolutely devastating had that Nefties made it through.
Nice stuns, nice additional turns. Defense break's going to be landing. Solarizardx gets an additional turn himself as well with a big skill 2 going out there. So now we've got Hagang looking really low. I think you have to burn that skill 3. Doesn't burn the skill 3. I thought he was going for it. Massacre's coming out, and he does hold on. I think, nope, it looks like the Tiana is going to be dropping that Wind Monkey.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. I think he wanted to use skill 3, but again, knowing that the defense break was on him at the time, it's like my output is too low. I could use this more effectively down the line.
It should be just more poke damage coming at Hagang right now, dropping a second unit on Sola's team. He's trying to keep back any of the units that Video has here to not finish him off, but there's really not much more that he could do here. Now, Eleanor, I feel like we didn't get to see actually do anything here. And as a last pick, I really didn't like seeing the Eleanor, and I think this kind of proved that Eleanor didn't feel so good.
I agree. No, and you called it, dude, because we used the term diluted in the pick ban phase. I think Sola kind of lost the mission. He decided at that point to, it's like, I'm foregoing turn 1. I'm going to try turn 2 again. I think now we've firmly got the message that's probably not going to work here.
Yes, exactly. He doesn't even want to burn the skill 3. It's kind of just going through the motions. Sola's thinking about his next match. You know, he doesn't want to be down. Well, no, puts Video at match point, so he really has to clutch up and get a victory here. So he's really thinking about it.
Yeah, hopefully Sola works best under pressure right now, because Videokilled is sitting at match point.
Yep, let's see what happens. I mean, I think we're still seeing Solarizardx coming in here, the 33 speed lead. There's really no reason to not take it. Do you just pre-ban that 33 speed lead here if you were in Sola's position?
I think maybe, or the Nefties. I think I would also go back to the Nefties because it's the defense break setup. That's like one of the big things that went wrong for him early. But, dude, yeah, I just think we lost the plot a little bit there. I think he's really got a full commit to turn 1, but I don't know if he can now that Sekhmet's gone. That's the only real question that's left on the table. Does he have an Ashir? Does he have a Shiho? What do we got in the back that can disrupt this?
Yep, exactly. Well, Sola's going to be taking that Wind Monkey King. I love it as a first pick. I think Wind Monkey King is great. Speed lead, Bruiser, Interrupter. It's such a good unit here. So I do like the Wind Monkey King. I'll never say anything bad about that first pick. I think it's too good. But Videokilled locking in the same 2 units that he has been all tournament. And it has been working out for him. Sola also, with we got Megumi and Dark Monkey King.
We got the Dark Monkey King on the other side this time. We got Dark Monkey King on Sola's side.
You're right. That's a take. Ooh,
I know,
nice
it looks so natural, right?
I
thought, right? He took it. He took it away. I didn't even know that he had that option. And there it is.
Well, the CR is coming out for the first time for Video. It's an additional speed lead. Okay, so he has the 24 and a 33. I like the Jogan. We talked about this already. I think Jogan is a very, very good unit still. Win Nobata. I don't think so. No.
It's so... Well,
I know, well, I don't like it.
I don't either, but the Eleanor is surrounded by a group of new colleagues. You know, maybe it was a different environment that Eleanor needed. You know, like, who knows? Maybe she'll pop off this time, Stoic. Maybe we'll eat our words.
Yep, and that last pick coming from John, I think John Ciara, attack buff for both of them. The very clutch units of Irashian and Solarizardx. I really like Video's draft. I think he's got a very good draft here.
I do too. And so we knew Sonya had to catch the ban because, I mean, she disrupts the Ciara. She immediately takes out the damage. So now let's see if Sola can really shake this up. He's not taking turn 1, so we've kind of done this song and dance before here. Sola doesn't look all that confident, though. I will say he's looking very contemplative, very locked in. Videokilled seems to be in his element right now. Gets the full team strip. Can Megumi disrupt this? Can he strip and stun the Ciara? No!
Oh, no shot. Well, I mean, do we have a skill 1?
And Sola
gets the attack
for it there. That might save him, you're right. Stealing the attack buff might be enough, but Sola seems like he might be admitting defeat here.
Yeah, he really wanted to see the stun, of course, and I understand that. but it was very fortunate for him to at least remove the attack buff. He could survive a little bit longer. Where we have an Eleanor. I mean, Eleanor is supposed to be a ton of sustain for your team, so limiting that damage that Video brings to the table, it's kind of huge. In a missed bomb.
Oh, wait, wait. This is a series of very fortunate events for Sola here, stealing the threat state. So now he was able to save any other units from that Ciara bomb, and then she missed on top of it. This is a big moment.
A very big moment. I think we look at a skill 1, more poke damage, but the additional turn to skip the stun here on Jogun. Lands that stun. No scroll's going to be happening here. Beautiful stun and kill onto this Ciara.
We got a game. We got a game, baby. I thought that we didn't have a game after that start because it was looking all... It turned out the Fire Megami is just as disruptive as we remember him being.
Well, I mean, Sola's very fortunate that that Ciara didn't proc out of that stun, because he was opting out to try to lock units down with stuns instead of go for that kill. So he was able to, get the kill later on, but very fortunate Ciara didn't proc into a violent.
Yeah, it's like, Sola got unlucky in the beginning. He got lucky immediately afterwards. Like, he's stabilized here, and now he's actually looking like he's in control, which is crazy.
Yep, a little bit of poke damage here, but dude, Wind Monkey King is shutting it down right now. Oh, and there you have it, Sola. He's going to get his first victory. He is staying in here. We still have Video at match point, and I think Wind Monkey King, he clutched that one. I think the stuns were very, very fortunate there for Sola.
Yeah, they were. And Sola admitted defeat, basically. You saw he clapped twice. He was like, that's it. I lost. That's it. He was convinced that he lost that game. That's why it was so big that he got the dub there. Now, what does he do with it? He got a point on the board, but Video doesn't even need to sweat yet because he's still at match point.
Ooh, Fire Megumi. Video knew it was fast. Fire Megumi is going to be catching a ban here, where Sekhmet probably would have been in that picture. But Sekhmet is available as Sola's fast interrupter.
True. So now... Oh, this is the longest hesitation on a first pick we've seen. We know it's a Reshion. Right? Yes.
Yep. There it is. Locks it in there. And there you have it. Wind Monkey King, Sekhmet right back in it for Sola.
Turn 1, off to the races. This is like a redo of match 2 here. But I want to see Sola commit to it harder now, Stoic.
I know. I want to see just another like bruisery pick here, instead of just going sustain. Am I okay with the Juno? Maybe I'm not okay with the Juno. Whoa, there we go. Wait, who's poking the bear here? Is Sola taking the bear away from Video? That's right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, so Sola said don't poke the bear on his. So Sola, we knew Sola had the Tian Lang ready.
Right.
But the other thing that we know, unfortunately, is that we've been in this situation before. Video brought the Ashir and didn't skill 2, and he was still able to move his Tiana ahead. So there is actually technically a world here where he doesn't actually have to ban the Tian Lang. I think he probably will, but he doesn't have to. He could just ban the Sekhmet. Oh, there's no Tiana though. That's the difference. There was a Tiana in the one where he didn't skill 2 with Ashir.
Yes. So this last pick here from Sola is going to be, because again, I think Video has a well-rounded draft. For what he's trying to do, I think it looks fine.
You know what's so funny is like an Achroma would actually go kind of hard. It's like or something like that. This is the one time that I would say something like that. I don't know, something to default. Oh, Verd.
Oh, Verd.
Yeah, Verd appears.
Triple Revenge Verd. I think you just banned that? Do you just ban a Triple Revenge Verd? Is he that annoying that,
I don't know.
That you just ban it?
I don't know. Or do you ban the Sekhmet? What are you afraid of the most? I think Sola still bans Nefties, probably the AoE Def Break. That worked out really well for him last time.
Jogun Verd. No, I was way off. So the speed lead's gonna get banned out. So Wind Monkey King's gone. Neftis is gonna be catching a ban here. Interesting. So Video Kelly does have turn 1. Is this a Triple Revenge Verd? I think so.
I actually think this isn't looking half bad for Sola, to be honest. If he can just live through this opener, then it's looking pretty decent for him.
Right, the Vertiheel was able to get scrolled up here. Not everybody's going to be stripped, because of course Eleanor was able to hold on to her immunity.
Oh, and now you can throw a defense break out there too. We can't really capitalize on it too much, but it's never turn our noses up at that. So look at this. Now he just has to kind of withstand this. And it looks like if there's one thing he's got, it's thickness.
That is correct. So here comes all that AoE damage. Obviously, Vertiheel being scrolled up, can't take advantage of all these AoE hits. So Video's getting them all out of the tank before that Vertiheel comes back.
And now Sekhmet's got the threat state. She's looking a little weak there, and also the silences are about to come into play for Eleanor here.
Yep, that is right. So no turning into human form for this Eleanor. Does land a very clutch stun on the Slovark, taking advantage of the defense break on top of this Ishir, getting it nice additional turns, and we still have Sekhmet. Sekhmet stays alive. Big skill 2 coming out here. Vertiheel's begging for that turn.
Tianlang is trying to win this game here. He's doing everything he can. Sekhmet leaves a little kiss on her way out, just like Etna did yesterday. That's actually funny. We've seen this before in a different life. Bird confirms the kill on Ashir. Things are starting to move pretty quick here.
Needs a stun, doesn't get the stun. Defense break sitting on top of this Tianlang, and that's where the damage is going to be going. Big skill 2?
Small
what do we get?
Skill 2, but
very
good damage,
small
though.
skill 2.
Small skill 2, but good damage. Oh, and it's pretty much been TL and Eleanor alone for the last round of combat. And this actually is going to put Tianlang down. Oh, no, it's not, because Eleanor's passive came in clutch. Oh, my God. Eleanor, look, he just saved it. Whoa.
It didn't matter too much, though.
No,
turns
but honestly, at this
in.
point, I think Sola just wants to take as many turns away from Video as possible. Oh, but Bird's not here to benefit from this.
I know, this is tough. I mean, everybody's really low on Video Kill side, where Sola has the sustain. I mean, if he could take out the Jogun, the Vertiheel might be enough with a little bit of sustain to keep things alive for Sola. That's a rough additional turn. Additional turn.
Look at the glancing.
Vertiheel finally cutting it. Oh, he had to go into threat state, but still managed to get a crit.
Oh, yeah, this is not looking good. Oh, Sola tried to hang on, but it's not enough.
He just has to keep critting water, right? Just keep critting water?
Just keep critting water. Yeah, we've seen him do that.
That was a huge skill 3.
Skill 1. Skill 1 for the heal. Skill 1 for the heal. I know it doesn't. He's trying to hang on here.
Oh, no, man.
I mean,
and no revenge. Video
There's not
killed.
enough counters that are going to save him from
Sola.
Videokilled, who is our next finalist, moving forward to meet Subzero in the grand finals.
Yep. All right. I mean, Sola definitely put a great effort in there. I like the Vertiheel. I think Vertiheel can really bring you back from like a bad place to provide plenty of damage there and turn attack bar, all of that. But I think Jogun, so clutch. So Jogun, I think, was the missing piece to why Videokill was losing some of those matches before. And now that we have Jogun in the picture with the Slovark and the Rashim, things are looking very, very good now.
Yeah, so true. I just think I would have liked to see a world where Sola maybe committed just a little bit more to that first turn. Like, I beyond just Sekhmet. It's like, how do I try to steal this away? Because I know, we knew that Videokilled was aware that that was kind of the way around his strategy with all the consistent bans on Sekhmet, the pre-bans on her when she's not in the play. Like, I would have liked to see just a little more commitment, but credit where it's due, the Eleanor actually saved a couple monsters, or at least delayed their departing.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's like the role Eleanor's trying to fill, where it's like, I'll take the damage, I'm going to try and slow things down, but I feel like we didn't have enough to like the rest of the comp to really round it out where you could, thank you, Eleanor, for giving me the time to do XYZ. And we didn't have the XYZ there, really.
And the XYZ is really good when the Z stands for Zeratu. It's like, if you got a Zeratu next to it, like that's the best. Oh, we've got some experiences with Eleanor flowing through in the chat right now. The Ace says, I learned a while ago, don't pick Eleanor if you want to win.
Oh, no.
Pick Eleanor when you want to sack. I don't even
the
know.
Monkey King's great with her. I think he's a great unit. It's more passive play, but it keeps things going. It's great sustain where Wind Monkey King is able to take a beating himself, and then have Eleanor to really halt some of that damage and then heal him up as well. So I don't know. I don't think Eleanor was great for where she was being drafted. I think we could have used some other things. Maybe a Chow.
A Chow. We all roads lead to Chow, guys. And all roads have led us here to the grand finals. Subzero versus Videokilled. This is big, guys. Subzero's the defending champion this time. So he's got one more best of 5 between him and the next $1,000 of that prize pool for winning this tournament right here. Can Videokilled take it away from him, though? That's what we're here to find out. This is going to be awesome. Because, man, if there's one thing that I loved, it's watching Subzero play Stoic.
That's right. And when do we find out? We're finding out today. We don't have to wait for this.
Nope.
This isn't being scheduled for another day. This is happening right now. We've got our Invitational Champion coming up here. Great best of 5. Great players. We've watched so much throughout these 2 days in this Invitational. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude, it's been really fun. So yeah, don't move, guys, because the grand final's happening right now. We are just getting into it. Dude, Subzero versus Videokilled. This is such a great matchup. I'm really excited to see how this goes. VK has found a really great strategy for himself, and he's super stuck to it, Stoic, more so than anybody else at the tournament.
Yeah, you're right. It's the Irashian, the Slovark, and I almost want to say the Joe Gun now is going to be that third piece that comes into the picture. But I mean, we talked about Subzero a whole lot yesterday. Great rune quality, great player. Does a phenomenal job at trying to figure out what his opponent's going to be doing so that he can play accordingly. Like taking down Topa V, like that's no easy task. He did it in a 3-1.
Yeah, dude, he's so impressive. Like, getting to watch him play is such a treat. So I'm really glad that he's back here. Defending champion again. Let's see if he can do it 2 times in a row. This is going to be a blast. And I want to remind everybody, while we're waiting here for this next game, I want to remind everyone to use Command SWGC if you want to register for the Guardians Club. And also use Command Sky Arena Tactics to pre-follow the Kickstarter for the card game for Summoner's War. Sky Arena Tactics, created by the creator of Magic the Gathering, Richard Garfield. So pre-follow that if you want to. What's going on, Avery? What's up, chat? Welcome, everybody. I want to thank everybody again for joining, too. We did have a code already that's pinned at the top of the chat. Thank you so much to our lovely mods. Stoic, looking forward here, what did you think of Subzero's drafting yesterday, by the way?
Subzero, I almost want to say just like very methodical. Like he's someone who's takes his time, really looks at his opponents, and if there's any like that history, I feel like he was applying the previous matches and what they were doing and then bringing them in. It was very, very well thought. Like he paid a lot of attention to Topa's previous match. I mean, it's easy when you're just slamming down some water Gandalf nonsense that he knew what he needed to do when he saw that unit. But still, it was very, very good.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about too, right? He looked so comfortable playing up against those units. It was crazy. He had, I guess, when they're at the top, you kind of know what you got to plan around. And I thought it was great the way he was bringing those monsters to counter the Water Gandalf and more. So I'm really excited. And I mean more with 1-0, not more as in the Water Striker, the Water Gandalf, and etc. We'll see what he wants to bring here today. Now, knowing what we know from yesterday and taking in all of the big sample size of VK's gameplay that we just saw as well, how do you think VK's draft is going to stack up to what we saw yesterday for Subzero?
I mean, it will do all right. I don't think he has to apply that. You know what I mean? I think he is just going down a road of watching. You know what? I don't know, Evan. You caught me off guard with that one.
Dude, well, I mean, we won't have to wait long to see how it plays out, to be honest. That's totally fair. We're going to get to see it in a minute anyway. But, dude, this is just making me realize how much I want a Jogun. I don't have a Jogun. I don't have an Irene. I can't put monsters away, Stoic.
You don't have a Jogun yet?
I don't have a Jogun. I don't have anything that can exile monsters.
I still remember when I pulled my Jogun because I called myself relevant, and then that was false because I was no longer relevant. It got nerfed immediately after. That was like my almost G2 finish when I pulled the Jogun, and then it was great. It was amazing. It was a time. It was a moment. I had a moment.
He's that unit, man. He is that guy. Like, if you give him any kind of buff, he immediately becomes broken. He immediately dominates the game. Like, you remember, guys, like when he came out, dude, attack buff and speed buff on an AoE strip, insane.
And we talked about that yesterday too. A speed buff, how good a speed buff is, and that's why Jogan was so good at that time, because it was attack buff, speed buff as well, but it was a strip. It was strip, attack buff, speed buff. Your team looked way too fast for your opponent, where you're just setting yourself up for almost pretty much a victory, because that's an amazing thing to have, is have a speed buff among these other things that you're doing to your team.
Yeah, man. So for VK, do you think his favorite monster is still Nephthys after this, or do you think maybe it might be a Reshion?
It's a Reshion. I think a Reshion is so good, especially the way that he's been bringing it to his draft here. It's probably going to be his. It should be his new. Maybe, I think it's just because it's not an LD Nat 5, but I guess that doesn't speak for Subzero, whereas his favorite is a Ciara and not an LD Nat 5.
And man, did he put that Ciara to good use. He showed us just what she's capable, even in 2026. Now, guys, Subzero versus Videokilled. We are going into the grand finals of the Com2us USA Invitational. Let's see how they throw down coming up here in the pre-ban phase.
Pre-ban, Wind Asharian.
Yes.
Arashian.
And maybe Ciara? I don't know what VK's got for sub. I don't know what he's got planned for sub, but we'll see what he values the most here.
I think CR is fair. I mean, we're talking about pre-banning 2 speed leads, first of all, 24 and a 33, and then impactful units that both players have been drafting. So the Arashian definitely on a pre-ban list, I think, for Subzero. He probably knows that. Even the Jogan might make his way in there, too, as a pivot pick. I think if we're talking about turn 1 interrupters, the same way Sekhmet was catching a lot of pre-bans, I think the Escher might be in that boat where it might be catching a pre-ban as well.
Yeah, dude, the Escher was a great backup plan. He had VK had a plan B and a plan C all the way down through Z. Like he was like, if I'm not yielding turn 1. He was like, I've got units on units that are going to guarantee that I make this combo happen here. I'd like to see what happens more if Arashion does appear in the pre-ban. I don't know if he ever got put down there from Sola. I think it was always something else. It wasn't the Arashion.
Right. Yeah, so does he need the 33? I think that's the question. So I think, honestly, eliminate a Reshian. I think you may just put in a Fire Megumi at that point, where your draft doesn't change too much, but it still alters a little.
Exactly. Yeah, maybe, yeah, 28 speed lead does a pretty good impression of a 33. All right, here we go, guys. Pre-bans are happening now in the grand finals, our last best of 5 of the day. Who's going away with the lion's share of the prize pool? We'll find out after this.
Let's see if we nailed it. Arashian, Ciara, pre-bans, right here. 24-33.
That's my prediction. That's my prediction for real, dude. I think that's us from the desk here. That's what we're thinking. Take out 2 speed leads, and also Ciara Ciara was countering something different, though. Ciara was there a lot for, like, the light Hwoarang, for the water Gandalf. So we'll see what happens. Maybe Sub won't feel, like, compelled to bring it. We're going down to the wire here. This is the first one. Oh. It's Nephthys and Shiho.
Oh my god, we were so off. The Shihao, really? Video bans out the Shihao. That's so interesting. Less interesting to see the Nephthys getting a pre-ban here by Subzero. So like that seems fair, but the Water Monkey King. So
we're staying consistent with one thing here. It's that Video likes to put monsters down there with high base speeds. So he is kind of conceding here. It's like, I falter to that first turn contesting. So, like, I don't know if Subzero is going to, like, leverage that against him or what. We'll see, but his Ciara is still on the table. He could take her here if he wants to. Goes for the Jingjae instead. The Jingjae offered really impactful disruption last time. Video slamming down those picks, trying to put the opponent on the back foot, even in the pick ban phase. Deny him as much time from the counter as possible.
Yeah, I love that snap draft. Like, there's no reason to even think about it. He knows what he wants there. Save that time for thinking about how to respond to their response here. So there's the Veladrul, there's the Hagang. This is almost like a Sola where, or not Sola, I'm sorry, Monagua, where he's leaning on a Veladrul.
Yeah.
And I do like the Hagang. I think Hagang's a fine response here, but I think Veladrul and Wind Monkey King, we've got 2 defense breaks here. We're able to capitalize on a little bit of damage there, so I like that a little bit more. So now I think even if Subzero wanted to bring in another support-ish unit, I think he's in a okay place for it.
Oh, this was flashed yesterday, but didn't actually get chosen. So Fire Jin is a really interesting answer. I completely forgot that Sub, like, presented this. That is actually really cool because, he acts like a Chroma for that first hit and he counterattacks. He's immune to everything on that first hit. So really interesting. when it's off his turn.
Yeah, we'll see what happened. I think what happened last time was where he brought the Fire Gen, took it back, brought out the Fire Legolas, and then we were all hyped up on Fire Legolas instead. Pretty sure that's what happened.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped about this. I don't know if Video's going to ban it. I think Video is probably going to ban Sekhmet if, like, you know, history is to be repeated here. And then Sub doesn't have a super clean way to deal with the Misty, but also there's so many threats on the table.
Yeah, there's a lot of threats. Defense break, that's the biggest threat, where there's multiple defense breaks on the field, but you are correct. Sekhmet's going to be catching a ban. Dak Monkey King's going to be catching a ban. 24 for Subzero, 33 for Videokilled. He has his combo pieces, minus the Jogan, of course.
Yep, exactly. So here's the awkward part, right? Like, Tiana does so much boosting that Hagang can't cut in. He's really good up against that Erechion, but not so much up against Tiana. Look at that. There's the counterattack. Oh, and it's on Seal. That's kind of cute.
Oh, very cute. I like that a lot. I think Seal's something that not a lot of people will utilize, but I think it's a very, very good rune set still.
Yeah, and look at that. There you go. Lots of reses on there, too. Unfortunately, that passive does have a cooldown for Jin, so he's not going to be completely resisting everything, but he's got a little while until he needs to worry about that again.
Yep. Oh, keep in mind, sealing the Misty being built on Vampire, so Misty's not going to be able to heal himself up with the... Well, Seal's gone for now, but...
Well said. Well said, dude. That's low-key super relevant as the match goes on and Misty gets lower.
Nice stuns coming up from Wind Monkey King. There's Misty taking down Veladrol. Veladrol getting dropped here, a little bit of damage, and Seal on top of the Erashian.
And gets a clutch little stun here. So Firejin is denying a lot of turns and a lot of set effects.
Ooh, beautiful Despair Stun on the Slovark as well. Misty trying to pummel in that damage on top of the Wind Monkey King. Wind Monkey King known to handle the damage very well. Nice additional turn with the big skill 2 coming out and look back to 50% attack bar.
So I guess that means we only have one violent unit on the side of Subzero here, and that's Jingjae, and both of these guys are on Despair.
Yeah, exactly that. There's the AoE. Tiana is going to be dropping. Defense break sitting on top of Misty. Misty's not going to be long to live here.
No. Yeah, and that lack of violent is worse if we don't kill Misty here, right? Because that's because you can't stun the guy, so you really want to proc on him if you can here. Oh, and I'm assuming that's gonna take out the Jing. Oh my God, Jing's still
stayed alive, and we've got Misty sealed, so he's not able to get any more. Gets killed by the... Holy cow.
Whoa! Yeah, we came back, and all of a sudden, Misty was way worse for wear. Subzero is really taking this one to go.
Yeah, the Jin pick was very, very good. There's so much damage coming out of this Jin. Subzero looking very strong in this first round.
I like him a lot, dude. It's cool. Like, having kind of that sometimes a chroma effect. He also reduces damage when he's doing that as well. I think he takes like 50. I think he takes like half damage when he's attacked on an enemy's turn. So it's like he's able to he's got that survivability, pair him with that despair as well as the seal, and that's a really good unit. Plus he tries to remove a buff off everyone too.
Yeah, we'll see if he brings it back out there again. We have our pre-bans from last round. Nephthys, Water, Monkey King now available. New pre-bans locking in. Is it CR? And no, still not CR Rashi. Nobody wants to ban out the 33. That's so interesting, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody wants to force VK to pull from different monsters here.
Now, is that it's not like there's not enough respect on that unit's name? Is that because we're not really afraid of what it's doing here? Are we looking at it more as a 33? Because I still think Erashian, what it does is very fair.
Mm-hmm. It is. Now, how does Sub want to play this one out? That last one worked well. It was a little precarious, to be honest. Like, there was a moment where it didn't look great. We thought the Jingjae was going to go down a turn before he could do one more impactful thing. So, we'll see. We'll see. Someone said that the screen went black like the Akuma was coming with Raging Demon. That's so funny, dude.
CR, Water Monkey King is the first picks from Subzero. So the Water Monkey King received a pre-ban from Video, and that makes sense. It's coming out as a first pick from Subzero. The combo piece is right back for Videokilled. We know about the Escher being his turn 1 unit. I believe there's a Jogun follow-up with this that he showcased before.
So it's got to be a fast Shiho. Sub-Zero is probably confident in this. He's picking the Fire Jin again, and he's way more confident about it this time. You saw that? No thinking. Fire Jin has earned his place after that performance.
Yeah, slamming it down. And Nephthys looks like it's coming in. Maybe that Jogan. I think the Jogan might need to be here. Juno being put away in a seal will definitely help out Video a lot. No way.
What is this?
No way.
What is this?
I don't know how I feel about that. Here
specifically, I agree, because there's a lot of strip in play. There's a lot of strip in play. It's also like, yeah, no, I don't know. It doesn't really take advantage of what the comp's bringing, because like now you ban out. Oh, he's not banning Nephthys, or is he banning Nephthys? Is he saying ban this?
I know.
Double bluff.
I think he's trying to push the ban. So it's a Nephthys and Veramos ban. I don't know about the Water Gandalf though. I don't know if this is the right place for it.
Sub-Zero decided to play mind games. He's like, you know what? The battle starts here in the pick ban phase, baby.
What do you? Wow. All right. So he brought it thinking that he wasn't gonna get his Veramos banned. Water Gandalf catching the ban here.
Dude, I genuinely think he had enough tech against it, to be honest. I genuinely think he did. But you know what? I think Sub-Zero might know something we don't, maybe. But like, I don't know, dude. I think that the Juno strip, the Shiho single target, the Ciara bomb, I think that's enough to deal with Gandalf.
Yeah, well, we don't have to deal with the Gandalf after all. Let's see what happens here with Sub-Zero. Looking all right. Slovark looking to put up some threat state. We got the silences going out there, which is very necessary for this Fire Jin.
Yeah, and he could also just kind of remove it. He removes the threat state. Ciara bomb ready in the wings.
Yeah, I like that on the Escher. I think that's the place for the bomb. Handles that damage really, really well. We still have sustain on the side of Videokilled. More damage coming towards this Escher. I mean, the sustain's gone. Never mind. There is no more sustain. It will die to the dot damage. There's nothing Video can do about it. Gets a nice little additional turn. He's able to set up a defense break somewhere, and it looks like Fire Jin's going to be the place for that.
How sick is that skill 1 from Fire Jin? Just being able to put up to 3 dots, like 15% of your max HP as damage is nothing to scoff at, man. That's actually pretty good.
I don't think we've had a unit that on skill 1 put more than 2 negative effects like that.
Yeah, that's really good. And Sub taking another game. So, okay, Stoic, what do we credit that one to? Because was it just not enough to take advantage of what he was bringing here? Was it losing that first turn? Because I mean, the Shiho was pretty disruptive for him.
You know what? I almost wanted to. I was gonna give it credit to just banning out the Water Gandalf, but I didn't like the Water Gandalf first.
Neither did
you know
I.
What I mean?
I didn't like the Water Gandalf. I didn't know if that was the problem. But honestly, dude, Sub had it, man. He's sitting at game point in the finals. Video's got to turn this on right now. He's got to dig into that same inspiration that he used in the last set, where it's like he's got to tweak it a little bit. He's got to find the right combination of monsters that's going to get a point on the board from him, so he can at least disrupt Sub-Zero's tempo.
Yeah, exactly. So new pre-bans right here in Nephthys, Water Monkey King. I now agree with the Water Monkey King. Seeing that come out of Sub-Zero already and it getting pre-banned here definitely makes sense. Sub-Zero with the first pick. I mean, do we need to take something away from Video, or do we just go down our own route, our own plan? Because Sub-Zero's been doing that.
He has, dude. He has. Is this going to be the Jing? It's the Jing. He's been great this whole series.
Look at that snap pick, man. He just stays with it.
I like that too.
Thompson and Ganny Hathor, man.
This is Thompson and Ganny. Crazy comparison, bro. That's not. Crazy comparison, but true. No, that legitimately, there's confidence in that, but there is also a tactical advantage, because it's like, right now Sub-Zero is thinking about his next picks, right? And now he doesn't get to do that too. He doesn't get any additional time to consider what it might be.
All right, if there was a round for Video to come back and win it, I believe this would be the one. I love the Jogan. I wanted to see the Jogan in the previous matches. We're seeing the Jogan now. Doc Monkey King, I think, is a great unit. Problematic for Subzero, something that he's going to have to deal with here. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Triple Revenge Verd. I feel like Triple Revenge Verd says ban on Jogun, meaning Video can just drop in a banger 5th pick.
Yeah, the Verd only falters very slightly to the threat state that Solvark is going to go under, because he's going to have to attack into element disadvantage every so often. We saw that happen last time. He still ends up getting 1 crit most of the time. Misty at the end here.
I think the Misty is kind of good. Against the fire heavy team, I think it's fine. I do like the Misty, and it is going to be drafted. It's locked in here. Bans are coming out. I think you have to ban out the Jogun. Jogun's banned, and then with Jogun banned, you can't let the Verdi heal through.
Attack buff Misty is crazy. Attack buff Misty is crazy. Unless Sub doesn't think he's got enough this time to deal with Misty. But, you know. Yeah, I think maybe, yeah, there you go. It comes out. I think he was kind of hedging his bets there, because, like, on the off chance that maybe either his Jing or his Velajul got banned out, he'd only have 1 source of death break. If one missed, he's kind of cooked.
Well, let's see if Subzero can do it. He's the champion of last year. He's at match point, looking to be the champion this year as well. Massive resist on the seal.
Wait, but he didn't counterattack. Does that count towards his thing, or does he get to do it here too? No, he gets to do it here, so he just res that normally, or maybe it doesn't count.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't count. I don't know. I don't think it hits. Is the problem.
Let's ask chat. Did that count because it's not a hit? If it's not doing damage, he doesn't have to reduce anything. He does. I think that's probably the answer. Look at this dude. Video getting the full potential cleave here from this comp here. We're seeing it go off yet again.
Oh, nice little additional turn, but it's looking very good for Videokilled. I mean, it again? Is it the Jogun? Is it Jogun why we're succeeding? I feel like it is.
Jogun feels like he's always been the component here. As soon as he's in a game, it shifts towards VK, and that's what gets him the point on the board. Now, okay, he's shaking it up a little bit here.
Yep. I think he agrees. Evan. He's Jogun. Jogun's the pick.
Jogun.
I'm taking Jogun.
Look, yeah,
we're gonna see the snap pick once again. On Subzero bans out Jogun. Right here, Subzero pre-ban.
Pre-ban the Jogun, baby. Read between the lines.
He's got to.
That's the thing, man. And not this game, but the last one too.
Oh. Dang, okay. All right, let's see what happens.
That's totally fine. It's totally fine. Yeah, the AoE death break, we're afraid of that.
Yeah, very fair. I mean, Doc Monkey King's so good. Sekhmet, the turn interrupter, banning that out by Videokilled makes sense. Arashian, by no surprise, the first pick from Video. Slovark, Escher, we've seen the draft. We know what Video's taking. Subzero, honestly, should be reading right into this. He's already dealt with this draft from Video. This was not a winning draft for Video because of what Sub was taking. So he's double Monkey King right now.
We're probably going to see a change in those 4th and 5th picks. I'd imagine, unless one of them's probably going to be Nef. If it's Nefty's Tiana or Nefty something, then then we're familiar with it. But let's see. So now Sub is like, okay, I'm going to be really ready. If you remove my buffs, I'm going to get pushed up. So now does Video bring Tiana to counter that? Oh no, I don't think so then.
I mean, I like the I kind of still want to see the Jogun.
We all do. Dude, Jogun is so good for this comp.
No.
It's the Nefties. So he does want to bring the Nefties. I was kind of thinking maybe he didn't want to if he just had if he just had Areshion and Solvark to really capitalize on it in an AoE fashion. But now this puts Sub in a really difficult spot. It's like, are you confident you can take down my Misty? Because if not, then I get Nefties.
I mean, is it just the Juno last pick from Subzero with a ban on Misty?
Or
no,
Layla, new comp, new tech here.
This is the first time we're seeing Layla.
Yeah, we haven't seen him dig into picking a Layla yet. Oh, dude, this is it. This is potentially the last game of the day. Every time somebody's sitting at 2 points, that could be the end. And Subzero right now has the advantage. Match point. He's looking at that big slice of the prize pool thinking it could be his, but Video wants to do everything he can to disrupt it. Down to the wire on this ban. And Layla's out. Ashir is out.
Interesting. So Layla was good enough for it to be a ban here, not the Hey Gang. I thought Hey Gang was probably going to be catching a ban, but I was wrong. Escher does get banned out. 33 for Video once again. He's had that 33 all the tournament long.
Oh, and that's enough. Shiho gets ahead.
Wow.
He gets
very
the stun
quick.
on the
Ton of
Sola.
damage too.
Yeah, dude. It definitely is. Now, how much can he actually... He can't do it, right? Because that means Hey Gang's going to boost up the team, and then Vela will be right there to use skill 3. He's got to wait. So Subzero is in a really good spot here because now he's forcing Video to take a few just like nothing turns here.
Only one despair stun, no glancing going to be applied onto that Neftis, but we do have the Slovak getting stunned up once again. Does he want to set up a defense break? No, just goes with the skill 3, no additional turn. Is going to be setting up a defense break here. He was putting a lot of damage into the Slovak. Does he continue it? He is opting to swap for the Misty. Misty down to 50%.
Yeah, dude. He's got to take out that Misty early because the longer it gets into the game, the Misty gets way harder. No way. What's up, Degon? Degon's in chat right now, Stoic.
Oh, I love Degon. I love it when Degon pops in here. I still pop into his live streams once in a while.
Dude, it's so good to see you. Thanks for coming by, man. This is awesome.
What a quality fella that is. I love Degon. Miss him a lot.
And right on time for potentially the last game of the Invitational. All right, here comes Shiho to deliver the final blow to the Misty. Taking him out, that's Video's longevity that he just took off the table.
Yeah, I think this is going to be another Subzero match. The champion of last year looking to be the champion of this year as well. Beautiful stuns coming out here. Can we get a defense break? Lands the defense break as well. Dude, writing is on the wall already.
Look at that, dude. Yeah, he is taking this to go. He's like, this is my tournament. No one else gets to wear that champion belt. It's mine. I want it.
Oh, man, Neftis did not handle that damage from the Water Monkey King at all, and we've got glancing applied, but he's trying to push those buttons anyways. Slovak with the additional turn here. So much damage. Is it going to be enough? Hold the phone. Whoa. Wait, there is some damage coming out. We have skills up on the Arashian. Does he get stunned up here? If he gets stunned up by the Water Monkey... No, we have no skills up. I'm sorry. Oh,
there's game. There's game here. Hold on a minute, because if it comes down to Arashian versus Shiho, Arashian can remove this.
Oh, no! Huge stun!
Oh, that hurt VK. He had a physical reaction to that.
Oh, and another additional turn. Defense break lands. Skill 3, Alter Ego pumping in the damage. Subzero is once again going to be our Invitational Champion.
Congratulations to Subzero. Man, 3-1 is his favorite distribution of numbers, man. That's the way that he's played this entire tournament. He doesn't drift far from those numbers. So well played from Sub. Amazing.
Sub has been nothing but consistent, man. The drafts that he's been bringing was insane. He's able to read his opponents very, very well. Even though VK was just taking a lot of Arashian with the Slovak, like, yes, we've been seeing that throughout the entire tournament, and I feel like, so I do say this often, where it's like, if you're going to keep bringing some units, people are going to figure that out. They know what they want to do. They're going to feel very, very comfortable here. And I will say, throughout this Invitational, Subzero has felt very comfortable. Has not been predictable. At least I don't think Subzero has been predictable at all. I know he tends to take that CR a little bit too much, but I mean, CR is just such a well-rounded unit.
I want to see what comps make him uncomfortable, dude, because like it feels like he's got a plan for everything, and it shows you just how good of a player he is. Like, he kind of reads between the lines and finds the right things to just take out someone's comp and dilute the potency. Like we saw in this one too, right? He read between the lines. He was like, if I can take turn 1, I can do this. So if I leverage that Shiho, now to be fair to Videokilled, he also saw that from a mile away. He was pre-banning Shiho from frame 1.
Yeah, he was. I mean, I didn't think Xiao was going to be that big of a problematic unit that it was going to be deserving a pre-ban, but you know what? It was the unit that ended it all in the end, and, you know, it probably rightfully so needed to be pre-banned here, and well done, Subzero, man. He really handled this combo so well. The Arashi and the Slovak, we saw it all tournament, like I said, and just, he handled his business, dude.
He did, dude. Day 1, day 2, no matter what, he's like, this is my tournament. No one else is winning this thing. This is mine. We'll see if someone can do it next year. But for this one, man, it's Subzero. Again, it always has been. Sub taking it to go, dude. He gets the biggest part of the prize pool, $1,000 for first place. Congratulations. And great job to Videokilled, because it was so much fun watching his comp, and I really feel like we got to see it pop off too, Stoic.
Yeah, we did. We did get to see a lot of it. It was a great showcase of the newly buffed 33 speed lead Ration. You now know what you could be taking it with, and honestly, it's not often that it's a unit from its own family. Because like those combinations, like I guess you can't use the Monkey Kings as example, because like they're all great units, and you could just use you can draft all 5 and have a working draft. But Ration and Slovark being drafted together, not often you're doing that, and it's working very, very well.
Yeah, dude. The only time that I really think about that as like, being a possibility, like Laura Nikki in the past, or like the Occult Girls kind of come to mind. But beyond that, dude, you're so right. It's like usually you don't look within the same family as the payoff.
Argiana, but I guess that's an LD 5.
And notice we're talking about some of the greats. Man, these are monster families with no duds that are all so good. It's great to see the Draken Warriors kind of like getting a little bit of time in the spotlight, and a lot of them are seeing play just in different areas of the game too, right? So that's pretty awesome. Thank you, Videokilled, for showing us that comp, because dude, that was super fun, and well done, Subzero, yet again.
Yep, exactly. And I did love your point that you just brought up there. It's so great to see new units like that, because new units, not often they come in and they're the most broken unit in the world, but it's fortunate for when you pull new units and they may not be good. This is proof, guys, that they can receive buffs and be great later on. So there's your Ration and Slovark. They're viable now.
So true, dude. Well, guys, so we know the Invitational has concluded on day 2, but you have more competitive Summoners War to look forward to with the Summit. America Summit 2026 is starting in March. Mark your calendars. The draft show starts on March 4th, and the tournament proper begins on March 13th. So we'll see you right back here for more America's Summit. It's going to be really exciting. Make sure to show up for that draft show. And also, while I'm telling you to do stuff, go and follow the campaign for Sky Arena Tactics. This is a card battler from the creator of Magic the Gathering, Richard Garfield, for Summoners War. So this is great, guys. If you have any love in you for board games, card games, any of that, or MTG proper, please go follow the campaign. This is a super fun project. I'm so excited that we finally get to talk about it. And you can pre-register for the Kickstarter before it goes live. And that link is in Twitch chat right now under Command Sky Arena Tactics. So please take a look at that. And of course, guys, 2026 Summoners War Guardians Club is open for registration. I know you guys have heard me do this song and dance before, but I'm so serious when I say that if you can apply for it, you 100% should. It's free. It's the best way to get some of the most exclusive merch that Summoners War has to offer. I'm talking that V2 backpack. I know Stoic's reaching for those nunchucks, dude. I know he's reaching for the nunchucks. Oh, you
already know, dude. It's my
dude,
fidget spinner. We're already
playing with them off screen. Dude. And that's not what's so funny is that's not even like the merch item. The merch item was a Feng Yan plushie.
Yeah, this is like the keychain that like he's attached to. But I mean, the nunchucks are so cool. Like I said, it's like a little fidget spinner. One of the neatest things that you get out of Guardians Club. So yeah, sign up for Guardians Club. It's got some incredible merch.
Yeah, dude. And look at this, guys. We got one more coupon code for you. Thank you again so much for sticking with us and having fun with us watching the Invitational. GGC2U INV26. GG's Com2us USA Invitational for 2026. And it was a great game. Great sets today, dude. I loved watching these players throw down, and it was so much fun casting with you, Stoic.
Dude, it is always a blast being able to cast with you. We got to see so many incredible things, minus Gani Hathor, of course, but there's just so many things that we could have learned from. And if there was that one thing to learn from, it was probably not Force of Gani Hathor anymore.
We learned some things are best left in the past.
There it is.
Yeah, that's what it is, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. This was so much fun. Remember, mark your calendars because the summit is coming up next. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Take care.